can actually hear the album on it now.
Yeah.
And all gig listings and everything.
Cool. Gigs this way? Any gigs coming up this way?
I know we're at Wolverley on Sunday. The album launch is on Saturday.
Yeah.
It's actually sold out now.
Yeah.
So, but we're playing at the Queen's Head in Wolverley, near Kidderminster.
Yeah.
And we've got a drummer with us actually.
Yeah.
Sort of quartet.
First time, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, we're trying to
Quartet, alright.
continue with a drum kit.
Yeah.
And see how it goes. Yeah.
Ever evolving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to know.
So usually the trio is what then? What one we're missing tonight?
Another guitar.
Yeah, right, okay.
But we're mixing up quite a lot now.
Mm.
So we're a trio.
Yeah.
Sometimes we're a quartet. We can add vocals. Or sometimes have violinist, saxophone,
Yeah.
or whatever really. And we do duo stuff.
Yeah.
Now, so.
Is there any instrument you'd like to add that you haven't used yet?
Fleetingly mentioned vibes.
I
other
think
day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know a vibes player. Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
That works with gypsies.
Yeah. Accordion.
Accordion, yeah, we do a bit of
Dabble with
accordion
accordion.
occasionally.
But piano, haven't we, as well? Two
Yeah.
guitars, double bass and
Yeah.
piano.
Mm.
That's been quite interesting.
Yeah, just keep it fresh.
Yeah.
Moving.
Yeah. Cool.
Crazy fiddler.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's some crazy
All
things.
that.
They're all crazy, aren't they?
It's what separates them from violin players.
Influences then, what are your influences?
Oh. My favourite guitar player is Wes Montgomery. But big influences would be Hendrix. Originally, like my early influences were Hendrix, Jimmy Page, Peter Green especially, Steve Ray Vaughan, all those guys. And then since getting into jazz, kind of Wes Montgomery, Django Reinhardt. But a lot of my influences aren't guitar players, so I listen to a lot of trumpet players and sax players, and I learn from kind of all instruments. So, yeah, anywhere and everywhere really.
Right?
Me, from the much earlier years, Jimmy Blanton used to play with Duke Ellington. He was one of the pioneers of the bass, playing the heads and everything. Moving on from that, some Charlie Mingus, absolutely love Charlie Mingus. Of course, Ray Brown, and then more modern players, John Patitucci, who plays with Chick Corea, and Christian McBride. Recently went up to see Christian McBride at a Band on the Wall in Manchester a few weeks ago, which was fantastic, you know, so it's great, keep up to date with them all, what's going on.
Cool. Has only one person helped you in your music career so far more than anybody else?
Wow, my dad, I'd have to
Yeah.
say, yeah.
Yeah.
He's the reason I'm playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm self-taught, although my dad plays a bit of guitar.
Yeah.
So I picked up quite a lot of him.
Yeah.
But mainly just from being surrounded by music. So without him kind of constantly having a CD player on,
Yeah.
on the way to school and everything,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have fell in love with music the way I did.
No.
So definitely dad.
Yeah.
So
Right.
my dad,
Yeah.
because he was obviously a musician as well, you know,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
it's cool.
What's the best thing about being a performer?
The best thing about being a
I think when you're playing a gig and you're getting feedback from the audience, not necessarily clapping, but you can tell that they're sitting there intently,
Yeah.
listening, and that feeds
Yeah.
onto your playing, which then feeds back onto the audience, and that's why we like concerts, isn't it? That's why that kind of thing can really be electrifying, you know, it doesn't have to be big, just a concert, you know.
Concerts are cool, yeah.
Yeah.
My favourite thing of all is in the studio, it's recording.
Yeah.
I could easily lock myself away in the studio for weeks on end and just record. I think that's my ultimate. But I've always really liked, since when I was a kid, I used to have a multi-tracker, so I was always interested in recording and that.
Yeah.
That's my kind of favourite thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, live, when there's a really attentive audience and you can really play with space,
Yeah.
that's probably the coolest things.
Is there a bad thing about being a performer?
Travelling.
Travelling, especially at the top of Scotland.
I knew there was a famous musician last, so I can't remember who it was, but he was talking about another famous musician, said that who basically lived in airports.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter who you are,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter how good you are, you've got to travel. If you're going to be travelling internationally, you're going to be travelling to airports and then waiting in that lounge for a long time, doing the flights.
Yeah.
So it's the travelling, isn't it? Really?
Yeah. I saw an interview online with John Schofield, the guitar player. I think it was only a couple of days ago, and he said he plays for free, but he gets paid to travel.
But it's worth it. I think that's the point, isn't it? In the end? It's worth it.
Yeah. And I hear you've been tinkering with the old radio things, because you're on the internet, I hear.
Yeah, that's cool.
How's that going?
It's alright. I've never done anything like that before.
Yeah.
It's a friend of mine, Vince, from in town.
Yeah.
Him and Paul.
Yeah, I met Paul. I was up at Bob Jones when Paul came around filling in for your show, I think, wasn't he?
Right. Okay. Yeah.
So I don't know if you've lost all your listeners, Bob, but
oh yeah, I've had a couple of busy weeks, so I've been kind of on and off a bit. But yeah, they asked. They just Vince said, "Oh, do you fancy doing this? We need a jazz show." And I said, "Oh, I could do it." Yeah. It's a bit fun. Yeah. Yeah. So.
Yeah, enjoying it?
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. Yeah. It's cool. We've been doing having some guests on, and chatting. And it's cool because I just get to play music for
exactly.
So you just listen to music.
Yeah. Okay, time for another one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of me?
Do you want to?
Yeah.